Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Hazeeq and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. Now in this one we're going to be talking about Zombies Chronicles once again. Now it has been officially confirmed by Jason Blundell. All of you probably know that already, and we're getting it on May 16th. Now what we're going to be talking about in this video in particular is Mob of the Dead. Now, we don't have it on the map list of Zombie Chronicles remakes. Now, one of the reasons that we didn't have it is because it doesn't have the original characters, and that's how I understand it, and that's how I understood it from Jason Blundell by his explanation. And, you know, I think it is kind of right to just remake the maps with the original characters, because Mob of the Dead is such a unique map that I don't know if you need to remake it because it has such an effect on the storyline. Now, Jason Blundell refers to his maps as his children, and we are going to refer to Mob of the Dead as his greatest child, as his best child, or as his strongest and toughest child, because Mob of the Dead is my favorite map. It is the favorite map of many YouTubers that you know, and I think many of you watching this video will say that Mob of the Dead is a great map. Now, I wanted to see it remade. I wanted to use the Blundergat in Black Ops 3. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to use it, but we still have some hope. Regardless of them saying that we are going to get only 8 maps, we could potentially see Mob of the Dead in some way, at least in Chronicles, and I'm going to discuss all the possibilities in this video. So, worth mentioning also that Treyarch knew before COD XP that they would release Zombies Chronicles around this time, around May. And for your information, COD XP happened before the 4th DLC dropped on Black Ops 3, so that is a pretty long time. That's like, I don't know, 6 months ago, something like that. I'm not sure, maybe a bit more. Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, so we could see Black Ops 3's version of Mob of the Dead. Now, so seeing how Treyarch already knew that they would release Zombies Chronicles so long ago, I'm not surprised that they could have prepared for some leaks. So we actually know that Motd and Toten is going to be in there, and I made a video a couple days ago saying which maps I think should be remade, and Motd and Toten was not on my list because, first of all, it was remade in Black Ops 1, and second of all, it's a really small map and it doesn't have all that many features that we could potentially use in Black Ops 3. So maybe one of the reasons why we don't have Mob of the Dead on the list yet is because Motd and Toten is a secret code name to Mob of the Dead. They're just using this Motd and Toten to cover this themselves up before officially revealing the Mob of the Dead map at the live stream that they're going to have at Monday, or even keeping it a secret until it actually comes out, because if it drops with Mob of the Dead, I'm gonna be super hyped. Maybe they can drop it instead of Noct, maybe they can drop it as the 9th map, but I don't know, they just... And the fact is that they didn't even talk about Mob of the Dead or Call of the Dead on the video of JC Backfire, who was interviewing Jason Blundell about this, and it seemed kind of weird. Maybe Jason told him not to ask any questions about Mob of the Dead, because if I were JC Backfire, that would be the first thing that I would be asking. Why didn't you go for Mob of the Dead? So I think that there is something going in there. Now, another theory that I have is that if you complete the Easter egg, the main Easter egg on every single map that is going to be included in Zombies Chronicles, you unlock a bonus 9th map, which is obviously going to be Mob of the Dead. So I don't know how they can do with this. Obviously there are going to be a ton of new Easter eggs. Obviously there are gonna be some old Easter eggs in the maps for all the nostalgic players, and I don't know how can they do this with Motd and Toten, because there wasn't really an Easter egg there, and Verrucht. Same thing goes to Shinonuma. So if they somehow implement a main Easter egg on that map, and we somehow manage to find it and complete it, and do that on every single map, then we could potentially unlock a new map. That I think won't happen, but it's an idea that I have in my mind, and it could potentially see its way coming through to the DLC Chronicles. So if you want that, then leave a like. Now, next theory is a bit more far-fetched and a bit more crazy. So, you remember playing the moon where you start at Area 51 and then you teleport to the moon itself. So this is how they can do it with Nocturne and Tone and Mob of the Dead. So Mob of the Dead is going to be the moon, and Nocturne and Tone can be the Area 51 of Mob of the Dead. So you spawn in Nocturne and Tone, you open a door or you open a teleporter, or after some time a teleporter opens up just like in the moon, and you are able to teleport, and you teleport to Mob of the Dead. And that would be very interesting. And if we could meet the other characters of Mob of the Dead with our original crew, that would be exciting. But I doubt this is the case, but that would be just excitingly, mind-blowingly awesome, right? Just think about it. You spawn in Noct, you teleport to Mob, you combine two maps into one, and plus there have been Easter eggs and rumors that these two maps are somehow connected, so this would be a perfect way for them to play this out. Now, the last theory that I have for this video and why we could see Mob of the Dead, not in Black Ops 3 particularly, but in the future. So the next Treyarch game comes out in 2018, and they could release Mob of the Dead as a season pass bonus, just like they did with the Giant this 2 years ago in 2015, and just like how they did with the Nuketown on Black Ops 2 in 2012. I think this is a very good idea that, you know, it could just answer most of our questions about Mob of the Dead. Maybe we would have our original crew on there, maybe we would have our old crew. Now, one thing I want to mention is that Treyarch, a lot of people are saying that Treyarch didn't want to include Call of the Dead and Mob of the Dead because of the star crew, or the celebrity crew, and they would have to pay a lot of money for the licenses to get them back and use their reskins, basically their faces on the characters. But I don't think that's a big issue for them. I mean, they could afford it. I mean, how much money are they gonna make with this DLC Chronicles? Probably a lot. So I don't think that's the case. I mean, if Jason wanted to put Mob of the Dead in DLC Chronicles, he would have done it. So I don't think money was an issue in this particular situation. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And yeah, like I said, I'm still hoping to see Mob of the Dead in some sort of way in DLC 5 Chronicles. If you're excited, if you want to see Mob, leave a like, guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to be streaming on May the 16th, so subscribe to not miss out any Black Ops 3 and World War II Zombies videos, because that is a game that we're getting later this year. But with all this hype, Black Ops 3 completely ditched over Infinite Warfare, which is not a surprise, and World War II. But yeah, guys, leave a like, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out.